If you use AI regularly, you have probably noticed something quietly annoying. Every single time you start, you have to explain yourself all over again. You tell it what your business does, who your customers are, what your product is, what tone you use, the same background facts, typed out afresh before you can even get to the actual request. It is like having a brilliant new assistant who gets total amnesia every morning, so before they can help you, you have to reintroduce your entire company from scratch. Again, most people just accept this as how it is, and either type a huge preamble every time, which is exhausting, or skip it and get generic results, which is worse. But there is a much better way, and it is the difference between people who find AI a bit of a chore and people for whom it feels like it truly knows their business. The trick is simple. Give it your context once, save it, and reuse it. Today I want to show you exactly how. Set it up once, benefit forever. Into is explaining yourself every time. Let us name where most owners get stuck and call it level 0. You re-explain your business on every request because a fresh chat knows nothing about you. You either paste a big block of background each time, which gets tiring fast so you stop doing it, or you skip it and hand the AI a bare request with no context and get back something generic and off-brand. Either way, you are paying a tax in effort or in quality on every single thing you ask. And the real cost is that you never build on anything. Each conversation starts from zero, so the AI never seems to get better at understanding you because you keep resetting it to a stranger. That is level 0, treating every AI session as a cold introduction and doing the same tedious explaining forever. What your context actually is. Before we fix it, get clear on what this context actually is, because you already have it, it just lives in your head. Your context is the stable, unchanging background about your business that almost every request needs. What you do and what you sell, who your customers are and what they care about, your tone and style, how you like to sound, your key facts, opening hours, prices, policies, the things you correct the AI on again and again, and your do's and don'ts, the words you love, the words you ban, the claims you never make. Notice that none of this changes much day to day. It is the same background whether you are writing an email today or a caption next week. That is the whole insight. Most of what you retype every time is actually fixed, so there is no reason to type it more than once. The context file idea. Here is the move, and it is beautifully simple. You write your context down once in a single document, plainly in your own words. Everything that AI would need to know to act like a member of your team who actually understands your business. Then, instead of re-explaining yourself at the start of every task, you give it that one document and say, here is everything about my business. Keep this in mind. Now help me with the following. That is it. You have turned the amnesiac stranger into a briefed colleague in one step. Some tools let you set this permanently so it is always on. Others just let you paste or attach it. Either works. The principle is the same, and it is the important part. Write your background once in one place and bring it to every job so you never start from zero again. What goes in your context? Let me give you exactly what to put in that one document, because a good context file does most of your future work for you. 1. A plain description of your business, what you do and who for. 2. Your customer, who they are and what they worry about, so everything gets aimed at the right person. 3. Your voice, described and even better, shown with a short example of your actual writing. 4. Your firm facts, the prices, hours, policies, names, and details it must get right. And 5. Your rules, always do this, never say that, avoid these claims. Business, customer, voice, facts, rules. Keep it plain and a bit boring. This is not marketing copy, it is a briefing sheet. And the clearer and more honest it is, the better every single thing the AI makes for you afterwards will be. Give it once, reuse it everywhere. Now let me show you why this is so powerful. Because it is not just about saving typing. Once your context exists, every future request gets shorter and better at the same time. Instead of a long preamble plus your ask, you just make the ask, because the background is already there. Write a follow-up email to this customer, and it already knows your tone, your policies, your style. So the result comes out on brand without you steering it every time. And it compounds. The same context file makes your emails better, your captions better, your quotes better, your replies better, all from one afternoon of writing it down. You have effectively trained your AI on your business, not with any technical skill, just by writing a plain document once. That is the leap from re-explaining forever to briefing once and reaping it on everything you ever ask afterwards. One context file start to finish. Let me make it concrete with a made-up example. Picture an owner we will call Raj, who runs a small IT support company and was retyping the same background into every AI chat, that he serves small offices, that his tone is friendly and jargon-free, that he never scares customers with technical fear. One afternoon, he writes it all into a single page. His services, his typical customer, his plain speaking voice with an example email, his standard response times, and his rule to never talk down to people. Now every morning he opens a chat, drops in that page, and just asks, write a reply to this frustrated client. Draft a service reminder. Explain this outage simply. Everything comes back sounding exactly like him. First try, no re-explaining. He set it up once. It pays him every day. That is level 1. Doing tampang. Now let me name the real difference this makes, because it is one of those small shifts that changes how the whole tool feels. Level 0 is starting every session as a stranger, paying the explaining text over and over, and never building anything. So the AI never seems to know you, and using it always feels like a bit of a slog. Level 1 is writing your business down once and bringing it to everything. So every request is shorter to make and better to receive, and the tool behaves like a colleague who actually gets your business. Your effort drops and your quality rises together. From a single document you can improve over time. This is the habit that separates people who dabble with AI from people who quietly run part of their business on it. Not because they are technical, but because they stop reintroducing themselves every morning. Your judgment stays in charge. This next part is not optional, so I want to be direct. A context file is powerful precisely because the AI leans on it heavily, which means if something in it is wrong or out of date, that error now infects everything. An old price or a changed policy will be repeated confidently across every task, so you must keep it current and correct, and review it when things change. Be thoughtful about what you put in it too. This is a document about your business, so do not load it with genuinely sensitive information you would not want sitting in a tool. Keep it to the background it actually needs, and it still does not make the AI infallible. A well-briefed answer is still a draft you check. The context file makes the AI act like it knows you. You stay the one who keeps that knowledge accurate and who checks the work. If you want to try this, here is the low-effort way in, and it is smaller than it sounds. Do not write a perfect company Bible. Just open a blank document and spend 10 minutes writing, in plain words, 5 things: what your business does, who your customer is, how you like to sound, 3 facts the AI keeps getting wrong, and 1 thing you never wanted to say. That rough page is already your context file. Next time you ask the AI for anything, paste it in first, then make your request, and feel how much less you had to explain and how much more it sounded like you. That is the whole experiment, one plain page, reused once. You can polish it forever, but even the rough version will change how every future request feels. The honest watchouts. And because I promised no hype, here are the honest watchouts, and please take them seriously. First, a context file amplifies whatever is in it, so a mistake or an old fact now spreads to everything, which means you must keep it current and fix it the moment something changes. Second, do not stuff it with sensitive information just because you can. Put in the background the work needs and no more, and keep it in a tool you trust. Third, it is a briefing sheet, not a spell. The AI still leans on it and still produces drafts you have to check, so context does not replace judgment. And fourth, keep it plain and honest rather than glossy, because the AI works from what is true, not from your marketing. Use it to stop re-explaining and to make everything you ask better at once. Keep it accurate, keep it safe, and keep checking the results. Quick recap. Let me pull it together. Level 0 is treating every AI session as a cold introduction, re-explaining your business on every request, and paying that tax in effort or in generic results forever. Level 1 is writing your context down once. Your business, your customer, your voice, your firm facts, and your rules in one plain document, and bringing it to every task so each request gets shorter to make and better to receive. Then you keep that document current. Keep genuinely sensitive details out of it. And remember, the results are still drafts you check. The move is simple. Give it once, reuse it everywhere, and it quietly improves everything you will ever ask. What you get is an AI that stops being an amnesiac stranger and starts behaving like a colleague who actually knows your business. If you are tired of reintroducing your entire business every time you open an AI chat, this is the habit that turns it from an amnesiac stranger into a colleague who gets you. And we made a free step-by-step course that walks you from level 0 to level 1 in plain language, no jargon, and no technical background needed. It shows you how to get an AI assistant onto your own computer, working with your own files and your real business, so you can set up your context on actual work instead of taking my word for it. Head to aifirstasia.com/level1 and take the free course. Do it once, spend 10 minutes writing your rough context page, and feel how different the very next request is. And if you want more of this, practical AI workflows built for SME owners, honest and no hype, then subscribe. Level 1 is right there. Go take the